Hey there, and welcome. Today, I'll be looking back at a game called Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which was developed by Eidos-Montréal and published by Square Enix. It's an action-adventure game released in 2021. I'm testing a new format, so in the background you will see clips from all over the game. Guardians was an interesting experience in some ways. As with any game, it has both good and bad sides for me. However, first let's talk about the game in general. Guardians of the Galaxy tells the story of a group who just want to get by. At the beginning of the game, they go to a forbidden quarantine zone to find a rare creature to sell. They get caught, and from there begin events that threaten the whole galaxy. The game includes a lot of dialogue, and you can unlock extra dialogue whenever you find artifacts or items that are hidden all around the game. These extra dialogue encounters unlock between levels when you're on the ship. Your ship acts like kind of a hub, where you can rest between levels and discuss what happened in the previous level, or up to that point. Also, hidden around the levels are outfits that you can make your party members wear. Each outfit also has a background story for where it comes from, which is a nice touch.
I knew those thumpers wouldn't work.
Guardians does also have a combat system. Your character and your party members unlock new skills over time that eventually bring some variety to encounters. Most skills are unlocked with skill points that you gain by leveling up from combat, but there are also a few that are locked behind story progression. None of the abilities feel amazing to use, unfortunately. Guardians has some puzzles here and there between most combat arenas. Most of them are simple and straightforward, but a few did take some time to figure out. This puzzle difficulty is common in most modern AAA games. The idea of the puzzles is to have something extra, at all, rather than provide more fun gameplay for the player. Guardians of the Galaxy is a linear game with some story branching. It's meant to be a heavily story-based experience, and it succeeds at that part. You learn a lot about the characters and the world. Most of the story is voiced. For me personally, the story wasn't memorable or impactful due to the way it was shown off, but the humor did get some giggles out of me.
What the hell, Peter? You said you could get us out of this.
I did. 7,000 units is a small price.
7,000 units?
That is a tremendous sum.
Where are we gonna get that kind of money in 3 cycles?
By robbing a freaking bank, apparently.
Okay, so we got fined. So we have a Nova tracking thing on our ship that's gonna shut down our engines if we don't pay that fine in 3 cycles. At least we're not on a prisoner transport.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Allegedly.
Are you gonna let a little fine slow you down? And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter. And cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
Here it comes.
Rocky, you're an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot. Guys, we're supposed to be a team. All we need to do is figure out how broke we are and come up with a plan. So check your quarters. Check between the sofa cushions. Check under the crafting bench. If you find any spare units lying around, grab them. I'll do the same in my quarters.
All right.
This is why you don't sleep with cops, Quill. They put bombs on my ship.
My ship.
Let's continue with the overall positives of the game. I liked the game's overall narrative and story. The story was enjoyable, and I liked going through most of it. I didn't like one of the characters. It seemed like that character was designed to be unlikable. Other than that, however, I liked how the story moved. The game had fun dialogue. At the beginning, you were overloaded with how much voice acting there was. But as the game progressed, characters talked less and less in cutscenes. In combat, they began repeating the same lines more and more, until in late game, they pretty much said the same 2 to 3 sentences over and over again in every encounter. Considering that some of the encounters can take several minutes to beat, I would probably prefer if they didn't say anything outside of maybe skill cues, than repeat the relevant story piece in a 15-second loop. Voice acting itself was really good though. Graphics are a more neutral thing for me. Sometimes the game looked good. Most of the time it looked okay. And occasionally it didn't look good at all for a 2021 AAA game. If you use ray tracing, then it looks decent more often. But this game is one of the examples of what becomes of 3D gaming once developers rely entirely on ray tracing to do its thing. There was also one planet where you saw the wide ocean, and for some reason the water there looked really, really bad graphically. I don't know whether it glitched out or not, but I tried changing settings and also turn on and off ray tracing, and nothing helped. It just looked really bad. This game has some good music. I don't count licensed music, but that was also very good. The orchestral score was enjoyable and was used well. I didn't notice any issues during my time with the game. Now to the bad stuff. The game's level design. It seemed like the game alternated between puzzle and combat arenas for most of the playtime. It went like puzzle, combat, puzzle again, combat during levels. Levels weren't interesting to me most of the time because of this. The game seems to struggle with its physics. When you jump, use jet boots or slide down things, animations look awkward, and often movement breaks in such a way that it looks more like the game is bugged than what was intended. With that said, I praise the game for having transitional animations. When you click a prompt, the character doesn't teleport into a new animation, but instead moves naturally to start that next animation. That is something that is becoming rarer and rarer nowadays. If there were any transitional animations missing, then I didn't notice them, and that's good enough for me. Oh, and I would also like to praise the game for one more thing. The game has a frame limiter, so you don't have to use VSync. I love when games include that. I especially like it when they allow you to choose your frame rate yourself. And Guardians does exactly that. You can customize your frame rate cap in 1 frame increments to suit your needs. I generally dislike using VSync in fast-paced games.
We do smell exceptionally foul.
In most of them, just limiting your frame rate will get the same result, while ending up costing you less input delay. Anyway, let's continue. Guardians has what felt to me like a very basic combat system. It felt more like an afterthought than something that was part of the whole development cycle. During longer encounters it was pretty fun and intense due to the chaos. But in general I'm still not a fan of it. And it became a drag as the game progressed. There is also a New Game Plus mode, which seems to be designed as a revenge mode, where you get to play again with all of your upgrades. If you like the game, then this can give you more to do for sure. I like it when games include that. So, bugs and glitches. Guardians became a buggier experience the further I got in the story. Physics issues became progressively worse, and animations bugging out. Later in the game, in a snow area, I also experienced freezes. The game never crashed, but in that world it did freeze on me a few times. I just had to wait and it eventually unfroze itself. One time it even took several minutes for it to unfreeze itself. During a few combat encounters, my target locking camera got stuck, so I had to play through those encounters at bad angles, barely seeing anything on the battlefield. One of them happened during a boss fight, so it was difficult to avoid area damage, since I didn't see where the attacks would land. So, to recap, Guardians of the Galaxy is an average game. It has a good story, dialogue, great voice acting, and good music. However, nearly everything from the gameplay side seems to let the game down. Whether you will like this game or not will depend entirely on which side of a game is more important to you and by how much. If story is all you need to enjoy a game, then you might have a good time with this. If story isn't enough to carry a game, then you might not enjoy it. I think that covers all, or at least most of what I would like to say about Guardians of the Galaxy. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Feels like I've been shooting that big butt for hours. Nobody kicks the dog on my watch! Snag him! Kick some butt, huh?
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
Up you get, big guy! What is next, back
Peter
out
Quill?
there?
Justice!
No mercy!
Cosmo! Talk to us here!
Before talking, use your mind, Scott, to help us out here!
Their eyes.
Whoa! Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Could be all of nowhere, looks like this soon.
It'll get back on its feet.
Giant head does not have feet.
It used to.
And it's done! I doubt even you could break that.
So they just know what we can do. Alright, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
Who said saving the galaxy would be easy?
I do not recall anyone making that claim.
Let's just take it one thing at a time. Get Nikki and stop this fulfillment thing.
How pragmatic of you.
Try not to count my chickens before they hatch. Careful, it gets a little... Whoa!
You.
Careful, it gets a little... Whoa!
Peter Quill has fallen! Thunder God.
This is definitely in Drax's wheelhouse. Where are we?
So much for not holding a grudge.
What do you think, Quill? They still just trying to communicate!
Heads up!
They just herd us into their zoo?
Looks more like a dinner plate.
Let's make sure we don't end up on the menu.
Right in the face! Thing! Their visage invites punching!
Bust out the smart bombs!
This is a bad tactical position.
I have seen your blade overcome worse odds! This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
Yeah, you'd think we just turned on a thumper!
I can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us!
Wendigo! I hope we squash some of these flarkers when we crash!
Too bad we didn't get more of them!
What's next, Peter?
I have tenderized this one to a pulp! You struggle in vain!
Been too long since I blew something up! You guys get a load of that wrecked ship?
Perhaps these creatures were once spacefaring!
One last gross flaily thing!
Stop!
Put him through! Guys, huddle up!
Why have you called us off the battlefield, Peter Quill? Our enemies are melting before us!
Like butter on a hot knife.
Somebody bring me some bread!
I have fought many battles, my friends, but none so magnificent as this.
You know what I see when I look at that battlefield? I see all of you. I'm mesmerized.
Mesmerized? What?
Seriously, you make me want to fight 24 hours a day. So what do you
heart still hurts from that slide.
Surprised you're not used to it by now. About time!
I hope we squash some of these flarkers when we
Too bad we didn't get more of them. It's like the whole planet came out to play.
My kind of game!
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area.
Let's hope it doesn't end the same as that one. We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages.
Literally, in the case of this place.
Whoa! Hey, Keen! The ice is amplifying our velocity!
This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! Let us meet our deaths bemused!
So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foon was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
How are we supposed to get through that?
By beating him into submission.
We're gonna have to get through that
The
ice!
tracker's going gold out of the central rock formation. We gotta get out of this hangar.
Tell them that.
Lady Hellbender's entrance was quite the spectacle.
Wish food hadn't chopped my cue.
Incoming!
The hangar's wide open! They can attack from anywhere!
That means they can also be attacked from anywhere. I have slain the believer.
Good! 'Cause there's a lot more where he came from.
Branch out, Groot!
Yeah, Groot. Pretty sure they know exactly why we're here. You heard them. Let's hit them until they pop and run. So many crackpots to blast.
You fill him, I fillet him!
This will be our glorious final assault on the church.
We're the galaxy's only hope!
This has got my name on it!
Come on, cut him down!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
Now is the time to strike.
Let's make him feel it!
Lady Hellbender's entrance was quite the spectacle.
Churchies must have been praying to his face.
Breathing room, Groot! Oh, you cracks! off my cue! Put down another fanatic!
That priest is pumping faith into the other priests, boosting their prowess!
Somebody swat that fly!
Get on the fire! He's healing his team!
We must strike the large one with more force! I am trying to destroy!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening! This won't hurt! Much! These faith frames are unstable!
Betcha they blow up real good!
This will be our glorious final assault on the church!
We're the galaxy's only hope!
Listen to Groot! Get in here!
I swear
Good speech! Blast him!
My faith! I am trying to destroy! Fast! Not feast! Feed! Perhaps you should avoid that electrical wizardry! My belief is so powerful!
Make them hurt, Gamora!
Cut to the chase!
Don't make them kill you!
Throw that Drax! Toss him around!
No mercy!
Run, Mickey! God, it's worried there!
Groot made sure the kid was fine!
Arm it at him, big guy!
The wizard is cannot be!
Contain! The corruption!
All of us.
Enough of you!
Vegas Fly Team Rangers! Find everyone!
Red unicorns too full of faith to listen!
Hold up, Rocket!
Well, this flatnard's sucking up all my shots!
What's next, Peter?
It's all you, Gamora!
A momentary setback!
Grand Unifier, please.
We pull this off and we'll be famous!
Faith is always better than faith!
Orb of a new one!
About time! He doesn't have any matron strings to hold on to anymore!
Keep banging them
He
on!
lied. He lied.
It's almost over! Lightning!
Guys, huddle up!
He's right. We're getting our butts kicked. They appear to be superior.
We can't take this any longer, Peter.
Guys!
Guys, come on! These goons aren't gonna take us out. We're better than them.
Flarkin' right.
So let's go out there and show these Flarkers who we really are. Who's with me?
Wise words, Peter Quill!
Yes!
Let's been too long since I blew something up.
Slice and dice!
My faith! Impossible! Smash him, Gamora! Rocket! Fireworks! Consume you!